right?
Wait, say that again.
50%. 50%. Yeah, right.
Of
The things
that we remember. So you're like, yo, I remember when I was 6 and
it
you
might
did
be
that
cap.
to me. It might you might have
I need another
you know what I
shot.
mean?
So you got to write it down in the moment.
No, honestly, I feel the same exact way because
It's true. And by the way,
you know the worst shit?
Yo,
You know the worst shit when you be so like passionate, like, yo, remember?
hold on.
He was wrong.
That happens to Lonnie.
That shit hurt.
I go to work here, and she be like, yo, I remember that time. I be like,
No, Lonnie's daughter be like, I was a Girl Scout. And Lonnie's like, no, you wasn't.
Now, when you be going hard,
your daughter seems mad funny. I got me.
yo,
But anyway, the point is that the middle child felt like
guys,
it validated his experience that you may have been treating me different.
That's
so
crazy.
it added fuel to the fire as to why the children, all of them, aren't speaking to him.
So it really wasn't. So it wasn't necessarily the mom who shared that some information. It was more so the kids telling their siblings like what their experience was with their dad. Okay.
But also, let's add the fact that 30% of the times when a man finds out if the kid is his.
30% of the time.
30%.
I feel like
guys. What is it, Marie?
In 30% of the cases, paternity tests come back where the father is not the biological
32
child.
to be exact. It's a little bit more.
32% of the time.
I like his time.
32%.
But I think that we can assume that the kids...
1/3.
It's less than 1/3 actually.
No, 32% is more than 1/3.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
if you're a baby, okay, you swipe.
Oh, technically, it'd be 33.
that's a horrible.
If you're 12 and
yeah.
your kid and you
Who's
come,
wrong?
let me swipe.
Everybody.
Who's wrong?
I feel like
Everybody.
everybody has a part of being wrong in
Everybody.
the situation.
Because,
All right, lay it out. All right, who's wrong and why are they
Let's
wrong?
hear from our guest.
all right, so
Mr. Biscuits and gravy.
I mean, the pops is definitely out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because, just the way he went about it. Because, like, again, me, if I was him, which I'm not, thank God, I'm gonna get my champagne. And I'm here. I got my Timbs on. We chilling. You know what I mean? Life is good.
Big
All my
Sag
kids look
energy.
like me. All of my kids look like me. Even my daughter. So what I'm just trying to say is, like, with him, if he had to go do some homework, some research, and do the swab and figure out, once you got the information, you good. Now going back to her, telling her, now you just causing mad damage and problems that didn't. Sometimes it's better to just keep it to yourself. Take it how you take it. It would have been an L, but now it's like LL. Cool J.
Yeah.
2 L's.
Well, I'm glad you Sagittarius are in sync.
I was about to say that was cool.
Right.
That was really cool.
Another one, thank you.
Another one.
Yep. No, but again, like, if he felt like that and he had to do that investigation and find out the truth, and then he found out the truth, what else why would he go to tell her like that's gonna that's a no-brainer. Me, I try to not bring most of like my thoughts and shit to my wife unless I know it's something that she might need to hear or might need to, you know what I'm trying to say? Because the thing is, not everybody gonna take it in the same way. And like once, like that's just a no-brainer. If you think a kid is not yours and then you find out that it is, and then to go back to the kid's mother and be like, hey, I kind of thought you was fucking the mail. Could you curse it?
Yeah.
You was fucking the mailman
I
or
love
the
that all
UPS
of our
dude.
guests ask that. All of them ask that.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, like you gonna get offended. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel like she wasn't gonna get offended by doing that? You know what I mean?
But no, go ahead. I got my legs crossed. I'm cool.
Because I go through mad shit all day, every day. Like, people step on my Timbs. Like, they look like people don't, but sometimes shit happens. In the field, shit happens. And when I get home, wifey, she already dealing with the kids and what she got going on. So as much as I can just, like...
Trying to give her less stress.
Thank you. I mean, so if I have I have crazy thoughts in my head. Like I said, my kids look like me. Not those thoughts, but certain things I got going on. it's better to talk to one of the homies. Yo, look, man, I'm going through this, I'm going that. Because putting shit on your wife, your kid's mother at the end of the day.
And your marriage.
And now look what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, less manly. I wouldn't say less manly, but at the end of the day, it's just again like certain things don't gotta like what's understood don't gotta be explained. So it's like again, I could have 5 arguments out the day. Wifey could be like, yo, what'd you do today or how was your day? I'd be like, yo, everything was good, whatever. Because again, that's my business. That's what I gotta deal with. So I'm not gonna put it on her unless I need to bring her into my shit that I got going on. You know what I mean?
Venting? Do you vent to your wife about like work or things that
I try not to because again, like, with having kids alone, that's a whole job. You know what I mean? My oldest son, he has autism. You know what I mean? ADHD. He's allergic to shrimp, dogs, all that type of stuff. So it's like wife right now. I'm not home. She's home. So when I come home, if me and Rico just had a fight or something, what happened to your side? I don't know, man. I hit my head. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna just, me and Rico, we fought in the back. I'm not gonna tell all of that. You know what I mean? Yo, I fell. I don't know. Niggas drinking Henny and slap. I water it down. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like when you're married, it is a partnership. So you should be able to be open with your wife about even just venting.
For sure.
Yeah, that nigga Rico, he punched the shit out of me. Like,
yeah.
But now,
let's take my name out of this.
But Amanda,
let's take my name out of this.
But the problem with that is like now she's all like, who's this nigga Rico?
No,
We gotta go ahead. Oh, sorry.
His wife,
she's
I'm about to say his wife might not be a Sag.
She's a Scorpio.
She's
probably worse, right?
She's on go. Yeah,
but
she's
see
on
what
go.
I'm saying? Like, I think he's trying to help protect her peace because he understands.
I get that in a marriage, like your problems are her problems. So I understand that you're like, I'm trying to like save her peace.
Yeah.
Like especially with something like that. Something like that is like really heavy.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about like normal shit.
No, for
like
sure,
if you had a bad day at work or if you and your partner, not your partner, but like one of your boys not seeing eye to eye, like that's okay to tell your wife. Like you don't really have to.
Nah,
like,
but that's what but that's what I'm saying. Like less is more at the same time because again, enough is going on inside of the house, outside of the house with with everyday struggle. You know what I mean? Shit is going on. You know what I mean? Some days be better. Like I said, my oldest has autism and he's very challenging. He's nonverbal. You know what I mean? Like he don't know if he walk across the street a bus could be coming. You know what I'm saying? So again, when I get home, I'm coming home with like, hey, today was a good day. Again, me and Rico, we was fighting, whatever, but I'm keeping it.
Chico.
Rico's cousin. Chico.
Chico Bundo.
Chico Bundo.
But you're absolutely right. You should be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, it's not that I don't. I tell wifey about mad shit, but it's like I like less is more. Like if I don't gotta say so.
I definitely get it.
Yeah.
Whoever comes home to me to feel like he's able to be it's not a burden. It's not and that's probably how men will probably see it to be like if I unload all of this on her, like it's probably gonna be a burden to her, like, but it's not. You're supposed to be able to come home to your partner, someone who you have like a partnership.
There's levels.
No,
It's
I
levels.
get that it's levels and I'm not married.
Yeah.
You two are,
Yeah.
so you guys get it more than I do.
Yeah, I'm
but
in the trenches.
I would not. I would never think of
I'm
it
in the
as
field.
being a
War
burden.
wounds and everything.
I want my person to come home and be able to be vulnerable with me. Not all the time.
I mean,
no, I get it if it's not all the time.
So this
that's why I said I've never been.
Here's
married,
my
so I don't
perspective
know.
on this whole thing. First and foremost, the way I was raised, grew up, the way I still am today, I would tell on myself before I allow anybody or anything to tell on me.
That's fair.
So if I decided to go ahead and get a cotton swab on my middle child, I'm going to tell my wife, yo, listen, I was a little questionable about all of this, and I did it. And now if she leaves me on that, then I already know that shit was a little bit rocky. Now, you can never be like, I personally, I can't say you, but I will never hold my spouse to a point where if they ever was questionable about our relationship at one point in time against them. Because in all of my relationships, I had a question at some point, every real one, which is probably unfortunate, but you know, I think that is probably reality for a lot of people. So now if we've been together for 10 plus years,
12.
12 years, what, 12 years? That's a long.
See, that's a bid. That's a bid.
Yeah,
You know,
like-
Probably 15.
So let's just say 15 years. We
That's a
together for
bid.
15 years. In my mind, and if I'm bringing my real life into it, I might have stepped out once or twice. You know, in my mind, she might have did the same thing. And shit happens. And I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was about to say you're projecting your own.
Yeah, you're projecting.
Yeah, I'm no. I'm
onto
saying
your partner.
that it's possible. I'm just saying it's
Did
possible.
you just hear what he said?
He says,
I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying that she did. But like if I feel as if, okay, listen, the middle child is a little bit different. Listen, first of all, I tell every girl now.
The middle child always did, right?
I don't know. They get the
I'm
most.
gonna
They get the most smoke.
A middle child syndrome is
Never been a middle child.
Once you guys are done. I'll get
Never.
into it.
Well, my thing is this: in my personal relationship, in every relationship I've ever been in, I said, I don't care if we've been married for 20 years. I don't care if we were together for 2 years. I would love to get a paternity test on any child we have.